In this lesson, you'll learn how to freeze a moving subject and how to make one blur. Moving subjects are generally more difficult to photograph. You must time your photos well to capture the subject within your frame, and you must also choose an appropriate shutter speed to either freeze the movement or intentionally let it blur. Letting your subject blur can add a sense of movement to your photos. The faster your shutter speed is, the higher the number, the more likely it is your subject will appear sharp in your photos. The slower your shutter speed is, the more blurred a moving subject will appear. In extreme situations, your subject may not appear to be there at all. The faster your subject is moving, the faster your shutter speed you will need to use to make sure it's sharp. For example, a person walking will require a slower speed to freeze than a person riding a bicycle. A motorcycle passing you faster than the bicycle will require an even faster speed to render it sharp. Using a slower shutter speed means you'll need to have your camera mounted on a tripod or steady surface to avoid camera shape blurring. Experimenting with slow shutter speeds and moving subject is a lot of fun, and the results can be unpredictable at first. Using this technique to add a sense of movement, or to blur a waterfall or fountain, or to remove tourists from a busy landmark are creative tools you can add to your photography skills kit. Motion blur from a moving subject and blur caused by your camera moving while you make your exposure look different. If you can learn to see the difference in the blurring, you will be able to know what has caused it, a moving subject or a moving camera. The relationship between shutter speed, subject speed, and motion blur. Using a tripod or with your camera on a stable surface, photograph a number of moving subjects. Try photographing people walking or dogs running, traffic, a ball bouncing, any number of subjects which are moving. Take a series of photos of each subject, all with different shutter speeds. Start with your fastest shutter speed and slow it down by 2 stops for each photo you take until you can't make a correct exposure. This way you'll begin to see the relationship between the speed your subject is moving compared to the length of time your shutter is open for. The faster your subject is moving, the faster your shutter speed will need to be to keep it from being blurred. Please take careful notes of your observations so you can compare them with your photos. Try to find a combination of moving subject and shutter speed that results in your subject disappearing in your frame. This happens when you have a slow shutter speed and a subject moving through your frame fast enough. This will be easier in a low light situation or with a very fast moving subject. You also might like to experiment and use some flash when you're photographing a moving subject. How does the light from your flash affect the subject? Key points from this lesson are: moving subjects are generally more difficult to photograph. The faster your shutter speed is, the more likely it is your subject will appear sharp. The faster your subject is moving, the faster shutter speed you will need to use to make sure it's sharp.